Jiggy cat on a damn killer spree. This is Nagato, and you can't mimic my energy. 100 rounds drawn and me hanging like a centipede. Hello everyone, this is Nagato Revenge here. Hope you guys are having an awesome Friday for today. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing on how to install Deltarune for your modded PlayStation Vita and also for your PlayStation TV. This is actually a PC port of the game that was ported over not too long ago, I think 2 days ago for the Vita. So it's pretty cool that we got Deltarune on this system as of right now. But with that being stated out the way, if you guys never want to miss my latest hacking guides and tutorials in my channel, please be sure to follow my latest social medias so you'll never forget, when I update on my channel for whatever topic, whether it be for the Vita, PS4, and PS3 and such stuff like that. But with that being getting out the way as well, if you guys do want to join my official Discord, aka my community, you could go ahead and join that in the link in the description below. I'll have that, or you could just look in the screen right now and just type in the URL bar and just join from that way. Not only in my Discord you can meet new people from the hacking and modding community scene, you could also get support on your favorite console. So let's say if you need help even setting this up, or you have a question about the Trinity exploit, or on how to set your jailbreak or Hen and Han for PS3, or anything that's dealing with homebrew for the PS4, I basically have support sections now in my Discord that you can ask your questions. And not only with that, you can get your latest hacking guides and tutorials in my Discord channel as well for its respective consoles. With that being stated out the way, if you do want to support my channel, you can feel free to donate via my PayPal. Any of the money I may receive from my fans or supporters will go straight back into this channel. It will help me buy things like a better microphone, a better camera, so I can showcase my best content for you guys, so you can learn on the most on how to get out of your favorite consoles in terms of modding. With all that fun stuff getting stated out the way, we could go ahead and get started on the things you need / the prerequisites you need for your Vita, and anything that I will state will be in the link in the description below, so all the downloads will be there. So first things first, you need either a modded PlayStation Vita or PSTV via using the H-Encore, Henkaku, or the Trinity hack. For this video, I will be using my Henkaku Enzo PlayStation Vita. Your system needs to be on 3.60 to 3.70 firmware. So if you do have a system that is on 3.70 firmware, I will have a card right now showcased on the screen on how to hack your system on 3.70 firmware with the Trinity hack, so you guys can run this. And once you get the actual hacked installed, aka Trinity, you also need the latest version of Vita Shell. You also need the Deltarune.VPK PS Vita Port, and also there is a Spanish version for this as well. So for my Spanish speaking users, I will have that the Spanish version in the link in the description down below, of course with the English version. Some things I want to state before we even get on the PC portion side of things on how to set it up. Here are some useful information and tips. So here are the controls. Unfortunately, you cannot remap the controls as of right now. Hopefully maybe in an update patch, if the developers decide to do this, then maybe you can remap the controls. But for I guess the base version, here are the controls shown on the screen. So you use your L stick, or basically D-pad to move. You hit X, or I guess cross, to select and interact with stuff in game. You get to hit skip for circle, and triangle is basically to open the menu. Some other useful information, if you want to do or basically you want to see the actual readme, I guess, or instructions and more information about this, I will have the official Reddit post where I got this from showcase, and this is where all the developers list some of the things that this Deltarune port supports for the Vita, and I'll have that in the link in the description below. Here are some noted bugs that for Deltarune as of right now for the Vita. Hopefully maybe, like I stated, in a newer patch that they will probably get this fix. So saving time, or basically saving, does take some time, so 5 seconds, or it doesn't have basically fast saving. So when you save the game, just make sure it may take a little while, so your system's not like bricked or anything, or it froze on you. It just takes some long, or basically take some time for saving. With that being stated all out the way as well, I just want to give a special thanks to the Deltarune port developers for anybody who worked with this, because I know there's a very cult fan base for Deltarune. And don't forget guys, if you do need any help, you could just join my Discord as I stated earlier. But with all that good fun stuff getting out the way, we could go ahead and get started on the PC portion of the tutorial. So meet you guys there. Alrighty guys, so assuming that you did follow all the prerequisites as stated in the intro, we could go ahead and get started on the PC portion of this tutorial. So in the download description below, just go ahead and download the Deltarune PS Vita.VPK. This is how it would look. Also I will have the Spanish version as stated for my Spanish users out there. But once you have the VPK as showcased on your desktop, what we need to do is go ahead and to our PlayStation Vita, run our system, and we need to boot in the Vita Shell so we can get this VPK transferred over. So the installation process is not going to take too long. It's just transferring over one file, but that's what I'm going to be showcasing right here in a second, and then I'm going to be showcasing on how to install the VPK. So I'll meet you guys back onto the PlayStation Vita for that. Alright guys, so we're basically back onto my PlayStation Vita. Let me just go ahead and open it up. As showcased here, the first thing what we need to do is go ahead and boot into Vita Shell. So if you're using a Trinity exploit or H-Encore or Henkaku, I'm on Henkaku Enzo, so I have Henkaku at boot. But what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and run Vita Shell as a normal program. And then what we need to do now is just go ahead and plug in our USB cable if you're doing it that way. But since I'm doing FileZilla FTP client, I'm going to go ahead and just check in with hitting start just to make sure that I am selected via with FTP. So if you're using USB, go ahead and just plug in your USB cable to your PC to your Vita and make sure you have this toggled on. So you just hit start and then you could toggle left and right on your D-pad. If you're going to be transferring up the Deltarune VPK via with FileZilla or basically over your internet connection, what we're going to do is just go ahead and make sure it's on FTP. Once you have it on FTP or USB, depending on how you're going to transfer your file over, what we're going to do now is just go ahead and hit circle back out, make sure our Wi-Fi is on, and then hit select. And now we should basically see our FTP server and also the port. So what we're going to do now is go back onto our PC and then we're going to transfer our game. Alrighty guys, so I'm assuming that you are connected to your PlayStation Vita to PC, whether using FileZilla FTP client, which I'm going to be showcasing right here, or with your USB cable. We're going to go ahead and transfer over our Deltarune PS Vita.VPK. So what I'm going to do is open up FileZilla FTP client. If you don't already have this installed, if you haven't watched my other videos, I'll have basically FileZilla FTP client as well in the link in the description below. But what we're going to be doing is just typing in our host IP. So that's what is showcased, the first 4 digits with the dots in it. So here is my IP right here, and then for the port I'm just going to type in 1337. Of course your IP will be different from mine, but the port for everyone is 1337. So once you download FileZilla, have that already set up, just go ahead and hit quick connect. If you get this insecure FTP connection error, just go ahead and hit this and then just hit OK. Everything is fine. It's just a little bug, I guess, within FileZilla FTP client in terms of streaming the Vita from its servers. But what we're going to do now is go into right here, just drag over FileZilla FTP client, and we're going to take this Deltarune PS Vita VPK and drag it into UX0. So it may take a little while for it to do this, so what I'm going to do now is just pause the video here. Of course this will probably be way faster if I did it with USB, since the file is not too large in size. But what I'm going to do is just let it do its thing, let it transfer over, and then once it's fully finished, we're going to go back to the Vita and get Deltarune installed. So I'll meet you guys for that.
A few moments later.
Alrighty guys, so as showcased here, if I go to my successful transfers, you can see that Deltarune has transferred over to my memory card, aka UX0. What we're going to do now is go ahead back onto the PlayStation Vita and then get this installed. So meet you guys on the Vita. Alrighty guys, so we're back onto the PlayStation Vita. What we could do now is just go ahead and hit circle out of FTP server, and what we need to do now is go to UX0 as showcased here. I'm going to go ahead and scroll all the way down, and I'm going to go ahead and find my Deltarune PS Vita.VPK. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit X over it, just say yes to install over the package, and then it'll just ask you to just verify due to extended permissions. And now basically what should happen is Deltarune should be installing just like any other normal homebrew or VPK for your PlayStation Vita or PSTV. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Me personally, this is my very first time playing Deltarune. I heard it's a really good game. It's kind of like a weird type game. I'm not really too sure what it's about. I tried to look it up the other day, but I knew that this game was pretty popular, so I think it would be a cool thing for me to try, and also for the cult fan base of Deltarune, if they have a modded PlayStation Vita, because I know a lot of people love Undertale as well. So it's at 90% right now, just waiting for it to do its thing. and I think it should be done right now. No, it yeeted me. Okay, should be done soon. Okay, I didn't know why it took so long, but with that being out the way, what you want to do now is go ahead and go back out of Vita Shell, and then you should see Deltarune on your Vita now. What we're going to do is just run the app like a normal thing, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start it. Now, I'm not going to play any audio due to copyright reasons and issues, but what I am going to do is showcase that the game is working, and I'm going to probably play a little bit of it as showcased on the screen. So it may take a little while for its initial boot up, but what I'm going to do is just go ahead and showcase that right now. So yep, here is Deltarune, you know, booting up in its normal intro. And as you can see, this is not, you know, trick photography or anything. I am on my, you know, PlayStation Vita. So yep, here is Deltarune running in, you know, its full essence on the PlayStation Vita and PSTV. So now you could, you know, play Deltarune on the go. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like and make sure to comment down below if you need any help. But with that being said, my name is Nagato and I'm signing out. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace.
Nice and silky smooth.